A foundation is the fortitude of any structure. I first poured a 4-inch concrete base and I let it cure thoroughly for about 4 to 7 days or more. Do not rush this curing process. While the concrete is curing, build a sturdy wood frame suitable for your barrels. Use wood decking screws and not nails, and you can even add a little bit of glue for extra strength. I attach the frame to the concrete foundation of the house for even greater load support. Each barrel weighs approximately 400 or so pounds. With 2 barrels, this is 800 pounds, hence the focus upon foundation. In many cases, leveling is as important as foundation. Equal disbursement of weight increases the load strength. It is vital since varying seasonal temperatures will in some way affect the structure, and it will thereby place more weight in one direction or another. Collapse of this structure would be a situation you wouldn't desire. Leveling, to me at least, is of utmost importance. Once the foundation is complete and my structure is on the level and my frame is assembled, then I test fit my barrels and also the plumbing aspects to assure proper length, depths, and heights. I certainly don't want to discover later on down the road that I made an error in judgment. That would be both costly, timely, and consequences I'm not looking forward to. Think, and think again, for it is much better to be sure than sorry. Above all, do not rush, nor assume anything. Check and double check and check again. You may find that alterations and changes need to be made. Nothing sweeter than a great, tight, exact fit. Overflow of water is very important, especially in matters of diverting the excess water away from the structure. Excessive water around or near the foundation will have a negative effect, and I can assure you, you do not want that. In this 2-barrel water storage project, I purposed a double overflow system using 2-inch and 3-inch PVC pipe. I used Schedule 40 for reasons of strength, in the unpleasant likelihood that freezing temperatures just might impact or hinder the correct function of discharge. I glued all the pieces except for the barrel to pipe portion. I wanted a means of disconnecting if need be. I drilled a small screw hole and I used a wood screw to secure it. In this way, I can remove it for maintenance purposes. Much to say on this aspect of the project. Sorry I didn't take photos of this process. I'll do my best to describe it. The downspout fits into a 4-inch to 3-inch reducer, which serves as, sort of a basin. In this basin, I used the foot portion of a pair of nylon stockings, as pictured, and that will catch any fine particles from the shingles of my roof. On top of this, I added a plastic mesh, which I used also as my gutter guards, to catch the other larger debris that might find its way through the gutter guard system. I connected it to a 3-inch T, as shown, that eventually my first flush system would attach to, which is my second overflow. Used when hard and heavy rains are expected. Drainage is important. I cannot emphasize this enough. I previously installed an underground 4-inch flexible drain pipe out to the curb from my downspout. So I just simply hooked into the overflow pipes into this pipe. I wanted the water as far away from my house as possible. It's a me thing. In summer, this portion is out of sight, hidden by the shrubbery. Nonetheless, even in the winter, it's not an eyesore. Spigot or hose hookup is quite simple. However, I'll share the hows, whys, and whats of it all. I drilled a 3/4 inch hole in the barrel cap. Next, I installed the riser, which is threaded on both ends. I glued the one end leading into the barrel cap. I, nor you, want any leaks at this point. There is much pressure from 110 gallons of water, each gallon weighing about 8 pounds. The other end of the riser is connected to a 3/4 inch female coupling, which is threaded on one end and a slip on the other, which is connected to a 3/4 inch T-valve, which connects to a 3/4 inch 90 female thread on one end and a male thread on the other for your hose hookup. Well, this is the most crucial part of this project. Connecting these two barrels is quite the need for precision. One mistake would be, to me at least, devastating. It is a somewhat tricky process, but I guess the old gambler part of me prevailed here. I cut 2 3-inch holes, one in each barrel, so that they would align or marry in sync with one another. I installed a 3-inch rubber grommet on each hole. I put the lower barrel on the rack with the 3-inch pipe installed, and then I lowered the top of the second barrel down gently up on it, fitting snugly into the hole. For extra support and peace of mind, I sealed the pipe with waterproof putty. Then I waited for rain to test it out before calling it a done deal. We'll note here that the barrels will be equipped with a small air pump for oxygen action, and they will be wrapped with heat wire in the winter to avoid freezing. I lower the air pump down through the 3-inch catchment hole and then on down to the bottom of the bottom barrel. I'm sure that I have left something out of this somewhat of a tutorial, but I hope you can manage to figure it out. Now the fun part begins. The honeymoon is on. The hard part of planning and execution of this plan, mostly mental from my perspective anyway, it's over. And everything is working as planned. And now the fun begins, that of decorating. My wife, God love her heart, she found this shingle plastic siding on Marketplace and drove her little car across town to pick it up as a surprise for me. She loaded all this in that little Corolla. Best part, she got it for free. The remaining 2 picks is the final assembly, and I will not comment any further so that you can enjoy the music. But thanks for watching, and hope your project transpires as smoothly.